The brothers are back, and today we're checking out Cross Blitz again. Because yesterday's video, I checked out Cross Blitz's campaign mode, and like I said, there is a roguelike mode alongside with it. So yeah, it's like two games in one. Ultimate value of the heavens. So this is a very, very polished card game, deck builder, card battler, kind of thing. It's more similar to Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone than it is like something like Slay the Spire, because it has like classic card game mechanics. And yeah, so here is the roguelike mode. There are many maps you can choose from, but for example, yeah, and each map has some, unique things about it. We'll get into more details of that later, but as you can see, there's a lot of content already. And it's seemingly, just gonna get more and more. There are even heroes you can use, kind of like Slay the Spire, right? Each with a different starting deck. Each with their own talent trees that you expand as you level up. So that is the basics of the meta progression, but let's jump right into it. So you can get a feel of, what the gameplay is like. So we're off to Swindler's Wharf, the Southron Seas. Alright, pretty standard fare for your typical roguelike battler. Well, let's get into the fight. So I'll run through the basics in case, this is your first time seeing Cross Blitz. So any card game enthusiast might know this, but each card has a mana cost, which is the little purple number. And the left number indicates the minion's power, and the right side indicates its life. Alright, so here we select cards to replace, or mulligan as we call it. Oh, and apparently there's still this tutorial thing. Okay, so basic stuff. Where HP goes to 0, we lose. There goes to 0, we win. So yeah, let me run through the basics for you as we bump into them, so to speak. So we get 1 mana per turn, kind of like Hearthstone, and it refills at every turn, of course, and the maximum increases by 1 each turn. So yeah, the first battles are typically not that difficult, right? So minions can also have special abilities, like with this guy, Pirate Buccaneer. He is a pirate type, and he is tough, which means he takes 1 less damage from all sources. How it works is the minions will attack only the guys in their lane. So if let's say I have 2 minions here, they will both try to attack the minions on the opposite side. So this Cutlass Swine has Rush and Dual Strike, so it attacks immediately the turn that you play it and attacks twice. The typical minion has to wait 1 turn before attacking and only attacks once. So right here, we can already win. So if there is no defender, the minion will directly attack the enemy's life bar. So if we put this double strike minion here, as you can see, we deal 1 and then strikes twice. The easy win. That's unexpected. You actually won a battle? Wow, thank you. So in the end of every run, of every battle, we get to select 3 spells from each. They present with you 3 cards that you can get up to 3 of in this pile. So, I kind of like Hotshot. I really like Hotshot, actually. I don't mind getting 3 of these. Okay. And it's multiple sets of cards, so you can keep getting if you want to. Now, in this case, I don't really want to dilute my deck. Like, okay, let's say Mana Knight. You get stronger for each spell you cast, which are our deck doesn't have much of right now, so it's a pass for me. Hot Slime. On death, deal damage to the enemy hero. Not bad, but not great. So this guy, we have a lot of pirate synergies in our deck. So the default hero is Admiral Brass. And he, buffs pirates that you play, gives them extra power, and rush, which as we discussed earlier, means they can attack ASAP. So yeah, all of our guys are pirates. So, but as a 7-cost unit, I don't really want that many of this. So maybe I'll take one of this and just leave. You're not forced to take 3 cards every time, and you shouldn't, because you don't really want to dilute your deck, right? Okay, so I guess we'll go to the tavern. Here in the tavern, you get to recruit. You get to recruit one of 3 heroes. Okay, so they're all pirates, amazingly. So these guys come with their own mini deck that they add to your deck. So let's see what we have here. Loyal Coxswain. For the rest of the game, bombs deal 4 more damage. Okay. Raid and death. So this guy revolves around adding bombs to the enemy deck randomly, and they have to draw it and they take damage. I kind of don't like that. I don't like this deck. It's too random, too expensive. It's fun though, but yeah, I don't feel like doing that right now. Dragon Brand. Combat start. Revive 2 random dead minions that died this game in adjacent columns. Okay. Haunted Crewmate. Deal damage on when they die. So this guy is more of like death synergies, and he has 2 pirates with him. How about this guy? Okay. Musket. Cannons can target the enemy hero. Summon 2 cannons in a J. Okay, I like this one. So cannons are inanimate minions that cannot attack on their own, but they need to be fired somehow. Specifically, once you summon a minion, it does its thing. So yeah, this looks like the best of the bunch. Most pirate synergies with cannon. Okay. Well, let's go for Musket. We're forced to pick somebody at the tavern. Okay, so what path do we want to take? Let's see. Okay, since I want the bounty, which I will explain in a bit, let's path over there. So these are relics. Relics are just like the Slay the Spire relics. They give you passive abilities that affect you in, unique ways. The first card you play from another faction costs 2 less, but most of our factions are indeed war, quote unquote, which is the red colored cards. So this isn't that good for us. Minions that cost 2 or less have dual strike, which we have quite a bit of them, but I don't know if that's worth it. Opponent's spells cost 1 more. Why not? It's generic, powerful, foils their plans. So yeah, as you can see, these special relics you see with those 4 diamonds on the sides, they're powerful ones, so you can only have 1 equipped at a time, and then the other 3 slots are for minor relics. Again, let's path towards the bounty. Alright, here's the second fight. And you can also see if the opponent has relics, which I will show you in a bit. Alright. So he's just reminding us that relics in fact do exist, and enemies can have them too. As you can see, they have relic slots as well. Let's do this. So enemy plays a cannoneer. Combat start. Fire a friendly cannon. It can target the enemy hero. Wow. 2 mana, 1/3. Yeah. Well, we can try and... Well, we can summon our own Cannoneer. Why not? You're right. He doesn't take damage because he has tough. He takes one less damage from all sources, and this guy only has one power, right? So we actually have a cannon now. Okay, I like this. Okay, yeah, there you go. So this guy, yeah, will deal 2 damage to random enemy minions, but typically it has to be triggered by something else. So in this case, let's say Cinder Shoot Monkey. He targets an enemy minion for the cannons to fire at. Yeah. Value was gained, and we might as well deal as much damage as we can. Ooh, and also fires for each pirate that you play, so yeah, value was gained. So we have more choices here. I don't like this because it's not a pirate. I do like Grog. I mean, it gives us a way to cycle through our deck. Hopefully from future spell synergies as well. Might as well take it for whatever. So we have a pirate here. When you play it, give other minions +1/+1. Not bad, but not amazing. Maybe I'll take one of this just for fun. I'll skip the rest. Okay, so now we have bounties. So bounties are, well, you claim them and then you have to win the fight that against this mush fellow archer, and you get a reward, which is unlocking a relic for future runs. All right, so let's see how it goes. Alright, so we took a bounty from Mushfellow Archer and he's all the way there. Alright, so yeah, for each run that you do, make sure to try and hit those bounties, at least for the first few runs, because every map has 3 bounties, which I'll show you later. Alright, this is the next system. So, trinkets, let me explain it without this annoying cat. So, trinkets are ways to buff your cards, and they buff every copy of it. So in this case, we chose this Cutlass Swine Rush Dual Strike, and we give it 1 power. Buy that. So now he's 3-1 instead of 2-1. And you could see, I think every card can only have 2 trinkets on them. +1 health. You can also benefit from this. Why not? Oh, but we don't have the money, sadly. That's rough. So each one that you buy gets progressively more expensive. Alright. I guess we have to leave for now. So where do we want to path to? Well, we can't really afford much more trinkets, or we can't really afford cards, so go here at least. Okay, we have our namesake here, Admiral Brass. So this is way too expensive. I don't like Grog early on. Could be okay for our first turn play though. This is way too expensive, so we'll replace that. Oh, luckily we got a cannon. Well, there you go. So reminding us to check out opponent relics, and this guy has, after your opponent draws a bomb, gain 2 armor. Alright. Let's see. So we have 2 starting mana because we came in second. So whenever you come in second, you always get an extra mana, which is a way for you to catch up, I guess. Jolly Bomber. Add a bomb to opponent's deck, and yes, we might draw it, and oh, there you go. So, incredible luck there. So we have 2 mana. We might as well get this guy. We might as well just, yeah, get rid of him. Get some armor. Armor is like a shield that prevents the next X damage. Okay, that's annoying. More bombs. But thankfully we have a cannon now. And I believe this guy will trigger it. And we click Blitz, yeah. And there you go. Oh, there's a bunch of these bombs. Oh, alright, so here, you know, we should protect our life a bit. Try to remove this guy to get as much damage as we can. Okay, nice. Again, the cannons shoot each time we summon a pirate, and each time we press Blitz as long as Cannoneer is there. Oh, this guy is new. Boom Bird Rush Flying. So it attacks immediately and can only be blocked by other flying creatures. Whenever it deals damage, we get a bomb in our deck. Okay, that's rough. But what we can do here, you know, we can just get another cannon in the mix. Why not? And summon a... Alright. Yeah, they triggered because of the pirate summon. Hopefully we don't draw the bombs to preserve our life a bit. Wow. Wow. Okay. That was rough. So at least we can try to get some... We can get damage here immediately. How do we... Well, we can win outright, I think, just by doing this. Yeah, thank God that's over. Good old Russian double strike. Alright, so what do we have here? Okay, summon more cannons. So more cannon synergies. Why not? I think that's fun. Tough, relentless. So this guy reduces damage. He revives himself. And on death, you gain 2 armor. Not that great. But yeah, for fun, let's get some more Cannoneers in the mix. I don't really like these guys again. We've seen them before. Okay. Right, so we select another. When cast, draw a card. Extra damage for spells or extra health for creatures. When cast, draw a card, huh? I kind of like that. Maybe we can attach it to our Buccaneer so we have a 1 mana way to draw a card. Yeah, so we don't feel so bad about it, right? Oh, we can't attach it to a creature. Plus health. I'm just gonna keep buffing this. Yeah. But I like that draw card, man. I like this draw card. We don't really need the health for that creature. So maybe... Hotshot? Hotshot that can draw a card. I like it. And we can even add 1 damage. Okay, so now it has 2 trinkets. It deals extra damage and we draw a card. So So let's look at what it looks like now. Yeah, deals 3 pyro damage and you draw a card. It's not stated there. Well, we can't afford any more trinkets and we can go to the campfire, but I haven't been to this one yet. So let's see what exact. Oh, it's an event. A landmark. Yeah, basically events. Okay, so we can see. Sneak into the back. Access a secret relic shop. We don't have money. Browse his trap card shop. Don't really have money. Tell a joke and we get 100 gold as a reward. Yeah, why not? Okay, so we're at the midpoint boss. Alrighty. Decent enough. We don't really have a timing for this. Well, okay, whatever. Let's see what his relic does. Your first cannon each turn costs 1 less. Okay. It's gonna be a cannon fight, huh? Alright. Immediately, Cannoneer shows his face. I suppose we should counter with our own Cannoneer. Did we preserve our life? Let's leave his Cannoneer alone first. If we can easily kill it with this. There you go. We could potentially just kill the cannon here. I think that's better. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Just kill the cannon. No BS. Get some damage in too. Okay, more cannons. Okay, at least it went to our face. Not so bad. On death, fire your cannons. Oh, wow. They'd summon a cannon behind this minion. Alright, what do we do with our 4 mana? The cannon fire might bite us in the back. I think it's worth it to get a lot of damage in. Oh, let's see how it goes. Oh, man, that hurt. Killed our double striker. Wow. Okay, looks like we're in a bit of a bind here. Okay, so what do we do? Cannons can target the enemy hero. Summon 2 cannons in adjacent columns. Oh, I like that. Wow, this cannon luck is amazing. Oh boy, that's a lot of cannons. Okay, so if we summon a pirate, it will do 2 damage to an enemy minion. So we might as well summon as many pirates as we can. Can only summon 1. Might as well be. Should it be Admiral Brass? Probably not. Okay, we'll do this. Summon a cannon behind him. So it's gonna be an all-out cannon brawl, huh? Alright, we have more ways to trigger our cannons. Alrighty. Suddenly the tables have turned. Okay, more cannoneers. Okay. Well, we got one cannon left. Let's see. Can we actually win? Probably not, but... Butthead immediately attacks the enemy if he's there. So we can actually burst through with this. Yeah, let's try it out. Okay, they're at 1 life. Well, okay, so he left a lane open, so we just win right here with the rush double strike. Hey, that was rough. So I did play before, and I noticed I think the boss was different. So that's very interesting. The mid boss is different. Pyre Armada. For the rest of the game, transform your cannons into Pyre cannons. Pyre cannon. Oh, okay. So they have 2 attack. I don't know if that's worth it even. More of these guys. We have enough. Maybe this Pyre Armada. Maybe we'll buy 1 for fun. Skip this Hot Slime. We are missing 2 cost minions. So Hot Slime would be nice, but it doesn't synergize that well, so just leave. Okay, relics. I would like some relics, please. Alright, after you summon your first minion that costs 5 or more, give it a barrier. Start of game, draw 2 1-cost minions from deck. Pirate minions cost 1 more. Of course, we don't want that. Summon 2 1-cost minions at the beginning. I don't think that's that great as well. Protecting our 5-cost men. Well, we have quite a few of them. Give them barrier. Oh, worth a shot. I don't really like the others. I mean, this one is against us even. We can get Skeleton Key as well, but I think I'll pass. Maybe another relic shop? Okay. Combat start. Evolve a random minion. So evolve turns a minion into something 1 cost higher. I don't really like it because it's random, but we have too many pirate synergies. It's too risky. So at this point, we just get this. Draw an extra card at your first turn. Not that great, but it's something. Okay. So here we are, next battle. Alright. Okay, we have a decent curve, we have removal. Might as well keep it. Maybe draw an extra card anyway. Okay. So what is his relic? After you play your first death minion that costs 3 or less in a turn, trigger its death. Wow, that's great. After you play a minion, deal 1 damage to it and give it +2 power. Want that? Obviously, this guy is trying to kill his own minions. So typically, I can summon more, but I don't want to because... or should I? Might as well. I initially wanted to save it to trigger cannons, but it doesn't seem that important. Well, this minion is damaged. It has +3 power. Okay. Oh, I should have just went for the rush dual strike there. It's a bit of a throw. Well, we can go for... Okay, so what do we do here? We go for the monkey. Okay, we go for the monkey. Kill this thing. Alright, so this isn't really a threat, right? But we can go for face damage here. I like this. Yeah. There you go. This guy's a tank. Deal 1 damage to all minions. Okay. Sure, buddy. Grab that card. Alright, so this barrel mud, first time we're playing it, basically at combat start, we get a random pirate from our deck. Why not? Let's draw our card first. Ooh, Cannoneer. Combat start. Fire. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Yep. So summoning the pin triggers the cannon, and pressing Blitz triggers the cannon again. For that we're sure to remove quite a bunch of his dudes. Okay. I really don't like... Okay, upgrade our cannons. We got it. But we only have 1, sadly. Summoning pirates is our best bet. So we have 2 ways to summon. Let's avoid his... Well, I think they will both die. Yep. Oh, he revives himself. That's right. But he will die from the Blitz trigger of the cannons. Small blade again, huh? But this seems like a win for us. Okay, what is this? Give your minions +1/+1. Okay, why not? Will be, well, not that great right now, actually. I'd rather just wipe his board. Yeah. So, yeah. All the cannon triggers and all of these mutts will draw us a pirate every combat. So, that's great. Wow, he's blocking our damage. Oh, why didn't he die? I wonder. Alright. Well, we can get the monkey to target that guy and then have him... He's a pirate, so he will trigger again the cannons. Yeah. Then the way is clear. Easy win. Easy win. Alright. So more... Oh, Cannoneer. I like this. I like it. I like it. Maybe more of these. Okay, so... Again, I don't really want any of these, at least not for this run. Here. So we have options here. Either we rest, we we can remove a card from our deck, removes all copies of it, but I think I like all of our cards, right? They're all pretty decent. Rest recovers some of our HP. Burn removes a card, as we said. And make a friend adds a copy. So right now, our best card is Cutlass Swine because it has double trinkets. Or actually Hot Shot. But what would we want better? Maybe this. Or we can take a risk with more Cannoneers, but nah. Okay, let's go with Cutlass Swine. Right, so we get an extra copy. I don't really want to buy new cards, so we'll go for trinkets instead because they are very powerful. Okay. 1 damage to a spell again. So we can add 1 damage to our cannons. Cutlass Swine gives thorns +2. I don't really... Hothead attacks leaps immediately if there's someone. We don't really have any suitable creatures for that. It's pretty bad for us actually. Bad trinkets. Maybe just Buccaneer with thorns would be nice. Extra damage isn't that relevant because it only adds it to the cannons that we cast. Hothead isn't that great. I mean, we can just give it to this guy. Maybe not. That's just bad. Because all of our other creatures are utility ones. I don't really want them to attack. Okay, just whatever, right? Let's just go for Hot Shot. Oh, it's fully buffed. I mean, why not? Just add Hothead. No, we need to protect him as well. I don't like it. Terrible choices, actually. So yeah, ship cannon plus damage. Why not? Why not? That's the best choice that we have. Oh, there's more trinkets there. Alright, alright. Flintlock is really powerful, so I want to keep that there, but I think we re-roll everything else. Oh, that's really bad for us. We got all high-cost cards. That's really bad for us. And here goes. Okay, is this worth after you cast a spell, gain +1/+1? Not worth removing yet. But why wait? Now, well, let's see. Let's see. The worst he can do is cast 2 spells, and you can still remove it with shot. Yeah, in this case, we start the party already. Well, still, I think we can wait. Or is that just too greedy? We have no play. Gosh, this is rough. Might as well remove. Okay, okay. We can make it a race, a damage race. 4, okay. We could summon a Flintlock behind us. Why not? Because now he's forced to do some spells. So now we can start triggering our cannons, but these guys summon extra critters on death, which is... Okay, okay. guess we can start here. Right. So when these Shiver Shades die, deal 2 frost damage to a random enemy. We're in good shape. Our mana curve was not great at all, sadly. We can trigger the minion again, and this is rough, but it is what it is. Well, if I summon a pirate, it gains rush. I suppose we can protect this guy here. Have our monkey shoot this. Right, and hopefully the random frost damage doesn't go to our Atlas Swine. Alright, doing well, doing well. Alright, what's next? Okay, more cannons. So I like this. You can summon an extra cannon. Trigger it with one of our creatures. Let's hope for the best here. The cannons will shoot the random creatures and hopefully... Alright, well, this should be a win. Thanks to Double Strike. Good, good. More trinkets. Okay, what is this? Redeem a pirate minion. Choose one of 3 random pirates to add to your hand. Not bad. Not amazing. Grog is always okay. 1 mana to draw extra card, gain armor. I don't mind this. I don't mind this. Because we will have 6 of them and we have a chance to put good trinkets on them. Again, not going for the neutrals this run. Let's see what trinkets we get. Alright, can we buff Grog with any of these? When cast, draw a card. Why not? Why? Straight up. Another +1 power again. +1 power for a critter. Oh, they can't use the same one twice. Okay, so perhaps Buccaneer. Yeah, why not? Hothead is really not that great, so go for, you know what, more trinkets. More trinkets. No more buffs possible on Grog. Again, Hothead shows its face. Really horrible. Power for a creature. I guess Cannoneer would be okay. Might as well. We have 6 of them, right? Then Hothead, sure, now that he has 2 power. We can't afford anything else, so there you go. Now we have some fully buffed cards ready for the final boss. Best of luck to us. Alright, so what do we have here? Okay, this is always good. We can get more cards. I don't agree with this, too expensive for now. Alright, this is a good spread. Might as well start up with Grog. Right. We have a bunch of cards now. This relic is what? After a friendly pirate dies, revive it as a doomed recruit. Okay. Alright, so let's start the war with our cannons, or Cannoneer at least. Oh, he has Grog of his own, huh? If he's not doing anything, he's gonna get punished by this. Might as well start the damage because I don't want to do a cannon and do nothing, right? We could chain cannon and monkey next turn. Oh, more grogs. Okay. So, oh, it's gonna take a bunch of damage. Doomed Recruit. Okay, we can just. Yeah, why not? Let's get the cannon party started. It will trigger once we start combat, so we can just hold off. Might as well grog. Alright, so he summoned some cannons of his own. But, yeah, we have some ways to counter that, right? We have 5 mana. Admiral Brass is there. Well, we can trigger the cannon twice and hope for the best. That's a bit greedy. You want to protect this cutlass? Alright. It's looking bad for him. Oh, this boss got obliterated. There's some pirate versus pirate violence going on. But the froggier pirate wins. I think we just win outright here because we have lethal damage on board, but might as well have a bit of fun. So yeah, give all your minions +1/+1. GG. Okay, that was actually a full run. It took about 40 minutes. So yeah, at the end of the run, you get a bunch of coins for upgrades. And yeah, we finished the bounty. So let me explain all of that. Alright, so at the end of the run, you get husks that you can spend to unlock heroes, cost 1,000 each. You can also upgrade your current hero. Let's say we want to do more runs with Admiral Brass. This gives you new starting cards. So why not? This one gives you relics. So I really like these starting relics. So you might as well buy them first. I think they're the most bang for your buck. Give minions in your starting hand +1 power. Powerful, and all your pirates get +1 power. Can't go wrong. This one adds, yeah, again, new starting cards to your deck. Brown Tooth on death, add a random pirate to your hand, which is also a pirate. Great. Sea Shanty, draw a pirate from your deck. If you control a pirate, draw 2. Okay, that's pretty good, right? So yeah, we can see here. What else? Yeah, we still need 2 more. We have 2 more unlocks in that front. We can also increase our HP a bit, which I don't find that important. I would rather focus on getting these cards first. It's very interesting. So each hero that you choose has an element that determines their cards and the faction that they're part of. And these traits that determine how you can interact with the events in the roguelike mode. Yeah, so that was one run. Let me tell you a bit more about the mode. As we saw earlier, now that we have completed Swindler's Warp, we can now go to Ruinous Reef. Okay, and each of these subzones have bounties. Right? Each location has a bounty that you can overtake. Yeah, so they all unlock 3 things that will appear in all future runs, right? I guess you would run every map like thrice. There's a hard mode as well. And there is also something called masks. These masks supposedly affect the run in different ways. They give you some buffs and some debuffs. Enemies start with 10 armor. The minions with 5 or more power have fleeting. Add 5 doomed recruits to your deck at the start of the game. So yeah, I haven't really played around with masks, so I don't know exactly how they affect the runs, but supposedly there are some unique events inside. They give some passive effects that boost your rewards at the end. So maybe I'll try that out in off stream. There you go. There are multiple areas. Again, there are multiple areas per map. So in South Ron Seas, we have 3 areas. And, you know, I presume that each of these also have multiple areas with bounties and maps as well. So there's a lot of content in Cross Blitz right now, let me tell you. So what are my thoughts? Honestly speaking, Cross Blitz was a lot of fun. Like, even the campaign mode, I'm having a great time with it. The roguelike mode has a lot of promise, right? So it'll obviously be compared to Slay the Spire, and they are similar games. This caters more to the Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering crowd, and if you loved those games, you should definitely check Cross Blitz out. For me personally, I enjoy this a little bit more than Slay the Spire for now. Who knows? Time will tell, and it does seem that they have a lot planned down the line. And again, just with this, just the roguelike mode is tons of content, and you still have the campaign mode. So yeah, that's it. That's it for my roguelike run of Cross Blitz. Again, if you want to check out the campaign mode, I made a video about it yesterday. Go over and check that out. So have a great rest of your day, and if you like the video, go ahead and subscribe, help us monetize, and leave a comment, ask me questions. Mike out.